Well, hello there, Divine Feminines. Okay, I was guided to do a reading for you guys, and I was going to do, I think, Capricorn, and I was guided to do this. So I channeled a couple of things, um, two songs. One specifically, they're both older songs. I think they're from the 90s, okay? And one is by In Vogue, and it's called Hold On, all right? And the other one is by Tony Braxton, and it's called He Wasn't Man Enough for Me. So that's the second song, and that's where I feel, if you watch that video, because I never had seen it. I actually went and watched it, and if you watch that video, it's basically where a divine feminine and the other person, what we call the karmic, but it's a soulmate contract person that they sign on to learn lessons with, but they meet somewhere, um, not trying to, like, in public. They see each other in public, at the same space, place, or whatever, and they sort of have this conversation. Like, um, the the karmic person gets triggered. Okay, now the divine feminine doesn't. The divine feminine isn't even aware. It's until the it seems like the karmic makes himself aware, and basically it's just interesting. So the two energies I got was, I feel there's a couple of things, maybe a couple of groups, I don't know, we'll see what comes out in the tarot for the divine feminine. um, but the other part of this is where Hold On, and when you listen to the lyrics of that, it's very much like divine counterparts, or some of the things that you may experience when you go through that, if you call it a twin flame or a violet flame or a divine counterpart, what you call it, um, you sort of go through the phases, right? And it kind of, in the beginning of the video, it's a little bit like that. So, uh, you know, it's interesting, but I feel like they're saying hold on. There's like, hold the love, but it doesn't mean hold the space, right? And in the other situation, maybe actually running into the karmic out in public. So let's see what comes out. Because I was guided not to do Capricorn, and I have no idea. But like I said, those two songs are channeled, and those were just when I watched the videos and I read the lyrics. Those were the impressions I got, but we'll actually see what comes out here. So I'm going to be pulling first from the Wisdom of the Oracle, maybe get a little spiritual message here. Chop wood. For me, chop wood is like it's time to go. We have chaos and conflict on the bottom, 33. Could be master number 33 in your birthday, or in your birth chart, but we have here 42. We have also number 6 when you reduce that. For me, chopped wood reminds me a lot of when you're moving, okay? But this is either way, physically moving, spiritually moving, mindset, but you're something that you're moving on from or moving to. But I feel like this is just like cleaning everything up. And you could literally be cleaning up, spring cleaning or something like that. But you could also be just cleaning up your life, your energy in general, because we have chaos and conflict. So maybe you're moving on from a situation, divine feminines, that were just too much. It was that chaotic energy, sort of like, what I feel like there's an ending with a karmic, and then maybe a, the counterpart returns. It's sort of what I'm getting the feeling of, and it's like, hold that vision, even if they were married, because I believe there's some upheaval. I believe they're cleaning up something. Now, what you don't see here was on the bottom, the chaos and conflict. I believe the divine masculine went through something and is cleaning up their life, right? Or could literally be moving. And I feel that's why this song was channeled for the divine feminine of Hold On. because it's basically those lyrics are, hold on to your love. But it's an old song, but it's a good song. And then Tony Braxton is like the conversation between the karmic and the divine feminine. But it's a conversation that seems to happen while the karmic is with the divine counterpart of the divine feminine. So I can see here in these two cards there is a masculine who's either going through it right now, right? And there's a masculine who is cleaning their life up like they just recently, like they went through it. Like with one of these eclipses we had, these past year, they were pretty powerful. Like something probably happened and they've been working on cleaning their life up. Give me a tarot for that chopped wood here. Give me a card for that chopped wood. Well, that one wants to come out. Release. Eight of Swords reverse. Release. Yeah. A lot of them have already released this person. And there's still some. It's like dominoes, okay? It's like dominoes. It's like when it starts happening, it trickles, and everyone's divine feminine and divine masculine start getting in alignment for what they're meant to do, and it just sort of trickles down. And it's like, even if their social media was, they were with someone or they were married, whatever, if you've had contact with this person and ran into them, had a conversation, whatever happiness you think is going on for the divine masculine, it either wasn't and it ended and they're healing, or it's still going through that, and they'll be cleaning up. That energy could literally be moving, okay? Because this Eight of Swords is releasing something, letting go. I think someone has let go of the drama, because generally what you learn in those type of dynamics, there's a lot of drama, a lot of arguing, and there's a lot of other things that go with it, but usually just very dramatic, you know. All right, I want to pull a couple more before I get more into tarot. I want to pull some more oracle cards here. Give me something for divine feminine. We have chopped wood and we have chaos and conflict, so give me some more information. This one wanted to come out early in the pre-shuffle, and this one is the one giving me a problem, and it's about not enough. So there is somebody here. I don't know if it's the masculine, the karmic, or what. I don't feel it's the divine feminine, because I feel the divine feminine is not in that energy, because the divine feminine's energy is hold on. So they're holding on to the love, to the light. So that doesn't mean waiting also, by the way. It's just holding that space for love, because that love is love for your counterpart, which is yourself. So it means holding love, but it doesn't mean holding like waiting and stuff. That's toxic to wait. But frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. So somebody here wants to talk, and this might be the karmic. I'm gonna just leave it to the side, because in that conversation, in that video where Tony Braxton was singing and he wasn't man enough for me, it's like there's a conversation, and I don't know who is who in that when I watched it, because I can see it being both ways. I can see, but I feel like Tony Braxton was the one, like the divine feminine, saying, look, you got him. I think you deserve him. You got the toxic version of him, because Tony Braxton was not going to get the toxic version. She was the one that decided to clear up, just clear out her energy, and she's wearing all white, and it's like symbol of, purity and all that stuff. So it's like, and the karmic was very jealous. So I feel that this is the karmic trying to also speak in the song. It's like, it's really weird, but it kind of gives me like the Justin Bieber and the Selena Gomez and the Hailey Bieber vibes, of where they had that crazy, intense love, intense connection, and then it just ended, and then he just went and had a baby, and it, started a whole life somewhere else, and that would be like, now that situation just breaking down and apart and just not being what it seems. And then the karmic not feeling enough because the karmic knows that, um, you know, they know that the masculine has feelings for the feminine. And it really even triggers this karmic uh, person even more, which I don't like to call them a karmic. They're people. It bothers this person even more because they probably already had insecurities, and it just makes them feel more deeper into that emotion of being just not enough. And I think that that's why they did so many extremes just to get your counterpart to look their way, whatever it is, whether it was literally marriage or whatever else. They did so many things. They went above and beyond extremes. Some of them used, spell work. They did whatever they had to, but it was really because they didn't feel confident. They didn't find their own light. And the divine feminine, the empress energy, has found their light. That is you, divine feminine. You have found your light. And if you haven't, you're starting to. You're realizing that, you know, to care for yourself, to love yourself, to be a light in this world. But that is triggering, your light is triggering to this person that is with your divine counterpart, or who was, because it could have been a recent breakup, but it's triggering to them because they never felt like they were enough. So that really blocked them from seeing their light, because we all have light, but this person can't see it. And this person who is attracted to your counterpart is really attracted to your light, because your counterpart will share your same light. And that is what this person is attracted to, is the light. Not really the person, but the light within the person. I got a lot of cards here in reverse. So for some of you, this is your counterpart is going through like a very chaotic situation, because we have the axe, which is ending, but it's in reverse. We have the date, which is in reverse. So in other words, this has to end before this person that you would be holding the love for, like in the song Hold On to the Love, so they could actually come forward, maybe just talk with you. It doesn't always have to be a date, but it could be conversing, talking, a coffee date, something like that. You might explain about this girl with the snake, that things were delayed because of this situation over here, and it kept them from ascending, because this is also in the reverse. And that is really what karmic lessons are for all of us. Okay, with these souls, these karmics who come into our life, you can't hate them, you got to love them, because I'm going to tell you why. You are friends with your karmic in heaven, because you both signed on to come and play this role in each other's lives to help each other learn. Now, tell me, it must take someone who cares for you deeply to come in and exchange that much energy with you, whether chaotic or positive. It takes a lot for a soul to go through these experiences. And this other soul, who we choose to call our karmics, they chose to do this tough stuff with you. So they're not your enemy. Not from the soul point of view, they're not your enemy. They're really very close to you, because there's a lot of souls who would not have signed up to do that with you. That's looking at this situation with maturity. That's looking at this situation with love. And that's how divine feminine, when she's truly operating from her divine feminine energy, she's operating from love. She's not operating from ego, pride, hate. It's strictly love. Every decision is made from love, trying to make the best outcome for everybody if possible. That's the threat to this person, who it's just easier to say the karmic, because they see that light in your person, your divine counterpart, which drew them to them. They also see it in you. They're jealous, but it's not they're jealous because they hate you. They can't. They want to find it, and they do have it. But I would imagine, if we feel like we're not enough, it must be the karmic must have went through some sort of childhood trauma. They probably bonded with your person. It was sort of like, a toxic bonding through trauma bonding. But because divine feminine, you have raised your frequency, and your light is raising and going so brightly, it's raising the frequency of your divine counterpart. And these these two people won't be able to be in the same space because the divine counterpart, your divine counterpart frequency is raising, and this person is still down here saying, wait, I need my light. I need you. You're my light. But that's the whole lesson. The lesson is for them to find it. And they're going to probably have to go back to their childhood to realize the trauma. Because when your divine counterpart and this person met each other, there was something going on in each other's lives that brought them together. There was probably something, and they needed each other, and they needed to bond in that kind of way. Like someone could have had a loss of somebody, and then someone could have had these childhood traumas, and they can't be alone, and they pair up. It's togetherness, and they're not alone, but it's not healthy. It's and it grows into being toxic. It can start out really great, a lot of sex and all that stuff and passion, and then it changes. It evolves into like, what happened here? And it's kind of like that, and it's all triggering. It's all triggering to this karmic. Your light is all triggering to them, but there's nothing you can do because divine feminine, you're just being yourself. Yeah, you're just being yourself, working on your abundance. Okay, we have abundance. I feel that you, divine feminine, you're over here working on your abundance, and they're over here feeling a little bit triggered, but they look great, right? But they don't feel great. And you're like over here in yoga pants and a t-shirt, and you're like, I feel great. I'm great. However I am, I'm great. This person's all dressed up, probably has plenty of money to dress nice, and they still don't feel great, you know? Because it comes from within. Nice clothes are nice. I love nice clothes. I love to dress up. But trust me, if I'm not happy before I put nice clothes on, nice clothes aren't going to make me happy. They're going to just make me look good while being miserable. And that's what this is. Sabotage, rebuilding, integration, working on it. So this is you, divine feminine. You're working on your abundance. You're in your divine empress energy, working on your abundance, focusing on you. Whatever that abundance is your own money, your health, your wealth, just whatever it is that you're working on. And I guess this person is maybe able to watch you. Maybe some of you, the karmics are able to watch you, and it's just triggering. Maybe you guys know people in the same social circles, and that's maybe why you'll run into each other in the public. But some of you, they may run into you and see you, and you don't even know what they look like. So that's for some. Tell me about this. Tell me about all this conflict, this chaos, this what hasn't ended. It's a karmic cycle. I think that's what's ending. Like literally, just look up those songs on here, on YouTube. I feel like this Page of Pentacles, it came out in the reverse. This could be that conversation that comes about in the future that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, as I say that. Someone's holding back a conversation, but it's coming, okay? And it could have to do with the third party, but this could also be getting together and having some coffee and conversing after a period of not hearing and not talking with a person who, like I said, this is a divine feminine reading. So if you haven't talked to your divine masculine, then they've held back. I feel that there's going to be, a hookup, a reunion, where you get together, you talk. And we have the Empress on the bottom. Okay, that's you, your divine feminine energy, and then this is the Queen of Wands reverse, and then here is the Union. Okay, and then here's that karmic looking at all this, so it looks like for whoever I'm connecting with, it looks like a divine counterpart is going to choose their Empress, choose their true Yin. Okay, their soulmate. To me, it's twin flame, divine counterpart. But this people, whoever these are for, divine feminine. If this is yours, claim it. There's an ending with this karmic relationship that would have been based on beauty and a lot, passion and a very physical connection, just not a very spiritual or emotional connection. Okay. Not the Empress, also energy, not that. That's her going to be looking at it. That's how this male or female, that's how this divine counterpart is going to be looking. The karmic of them is going to be looking at all this, because I feel this is the karmic watching from afar, keeping it to herself. But this is her or him, whoever, somebody, a karmic here gets, it's an ending. I don't know how it happens. It's just an ending. But maybe, they didn't want the ending because they're watching all this. And they're watching you be with your person in union. So they must, for some of you, they must have a way to watch you or know about you some kind of way. So tell me more about this karmic then. Because I can see you're in your Empress energy. So I'm not going to detract from that. If you're in your Empress energy, you're working on your mind, body, soul. You're working on you, and you might even be creating something, building something that would create wealth for yourself, or continuing to build on that if you already have created that for yourself. Tell me about this karmic, Miss Not Enough. Yeah. So this is also a karmic card. It's the devil. And there's an injustice. It wasn't fair what happened to you. It wasn't fair that you didn't have your union, but also understand there was something still left that you had to learn. There's something that you signed up for to learn, and this, your divine counterpart, this karmic person who's really actually way closer to you than you think. So don't send no hate. They're with you. They signed up to do this with you, and it's just as hard for them. So if a karmic was chosen over you, this could be the injustice that happened here with the karmic. But now it's like somebody knows where that path leads, because we have leaving this pole behind. This pole is the path. Your divine counterpart is leaving this path behind because they want to go toward the path of the Empress. And that's you. And so there's someone who's out and there's someone coming back. Your counterpart wants to come back. If this is your reading, your counterpart wants to come back. All right. They don't want to be out in the cold anymore. And on the bottom, we have the Ten of Wands. Now, this Ten of Wands, someone's moving. And that's the vibe I got off this. Moving. Someone could literally be moving. For some, this karmic relationship is ending right now, like it's happening. So for some of you, it's recently happened and the masculine is healing because they've let go, they've released. But you're going to see them. They don't want to be single. They want to make a family with you. They want to make a legacy. And if you don't want children or can't have them, it's not always that. There's pets, grandkids. Like, they want to build with you. They want to have whatever they can have with you. They want to have it with you. They want to have everything that possible they could have with you. They want it. They don't want to be, they know that they want to be with you. Nine of Pentacles reversed for me is not wanting to be single, not wanting to be alone. So it would also be trying to make things right. Yeah. I feel like someone's right now they're trying to get in touch with their intuition to see when is a good time to reach out. This is the option of communication here. All right. Maybe things didn't end on a good note, but this is the option to communicate. Okay. There's been no communication with that Chariot reverse. Okay. There's been no communication. And this has been going on for quite a while. We got the Knight of Pentacles. This could also be a younger earth sign. All right. We have water here with the Chariot. We have Cancer. We have the King of Swords. That's air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then we have this Knight of Pentacles, which is earth energy. And then we have this intuition not being followed here. So if this has been a problem for this person hasn't been able to follow their intuition for maybe quite some time. They've been on hold, they've been blocked. And they're also blocked on what to say to you. Like they mentally blocked from not knowing what to say, but they want a new beginning more than anything. They really want a new beginning with you. Let's pull some more oracle cards. We got Wise One that landed on the Eight of Swords reverse. So someone's letting go of someone. The Wise One, the one who's growing, which would be your counterpart, because you're ascending. Now they're ascending. They're becoming the Wise One. Grow within your current situation. Yeah. See, they're growing. And especially if you've let go of them and you've been like doing your own thing, they're really growing. If you needed any confirmation for that, they are growing. They are becoming wise. Maybe a little bit older too, because maybe you haven't seen this person in a while. And we have Warrior. This person wants to fight for this and fight for you. They want family with you. You two could have had past lives together, as you never know, any kind of shamanic roots. So that's your person. That's your divine masculine. He's a spiritual warrior, or she's a spiritual warrior. Whatever body that your masculine is in, I don't know. But it seems like they're going to be returning after this finishes. And it's not because, like a lot of people think, oh yeah, you didn't work with him, so now you want me. Now I'm good enough. No, it's because they had to learn a lesson. That's what you have to look at. They had to learn something. Also, the karmic person had to learn something. They both had to teach each other something, and then also you had to learn something. You probably had to let go of stuff. I know on my particular journey, I've had to let go of a lot of childhood trauma, and for the best way that it's been for me, like I couldn't always afford therapy and stuff, so I would cry and I would pray and I would try to understand the other person's point of view. And one thing I come to in my own life, my own realization of dealing with my own trauma is, even though I may have went through someone doing wrong against me, it wasn't personal. And that is hard for someone to believe, and it takes a lot of love, and it takes a very high frequency to go there. But I have to realize that all the trauma and all the things that happened to me, they weren't personal. And that's helped a lot in my journey. That's helped me forgive people that we call karmics, and let's hate them. It's helped me forgive a lot of stuff. It's helped me forgive myself for how I've been in situations. It's helped me forgive others and have mercy for the things that they've done against me. It's really humbled me a lot. So if that helps you, because it helped me on my journey, just crying and releasing and just forgiving, and just realize we're all in this place together, and it ain't easy for none of us. So, let's just realize, stop with the hate. Stop with the hate with the karmic, and stop with the hate with ourselves, and let's just be, thrive as people the way we were meant to. Love one another, stand shoulder to shoulder, not be jealous or envious, but just be actually happy for somebody, or help them on their journey, but this hate stuff got to stop, because it comes out and it plays out and it creates trauma. Kids grow up seeing all this stuff, So I'm going to close out with the Starseed Oracle, because I was, strongly driven to use the Starseed Oracle, because divine counterparts generally are starseeds. They come here to help raise the frequency. I mean, we all really do. But once we get here, it's really hard to awaken, because there's a lot of blockages. There's a lot of negative blockages that interfere with our growth. A lot of obstacles that we have to overcome. If you stayed this long, thank you guys. Please, remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't. We have Starkeeper. All right, cosmic ancestors, the light by seed the light by staying grounded. So center yourself, right? Get barefooted, touch the tile floor, or touch the grass outside. Center yourself some kind of way. Look at the plants, look at a butterfly, watch its movement. Just be immersed in the moment. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. I feel that is this masculine, and I think the karmic. I think they both have learned enough through each other, and I think that they're both ascending to new lessons, new experiences, and new people. Then we have messenger, Cyrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. And that's basically what this whole reading is also saying is, the divine feminine, you are balanced. You are working on yourself. You're in the Empress energy. That's how you're showing up. So that means you're operating from love. You see all that love? You're operating from love. Your frequency has risen, which means your divine counterpart frequency has risen, which means they won't be able to stay in this karmic space or energy, because they would either have to fall off the wagon and fall back into it, which a karmic's job is actually to tempt you to do that and stay off the wagon. That is what they'll do. They'll tempt you for the things that they know make you weak. But I feel that all of that is done. I just feel like that's gone on for quite a while already with this Knight of Pentacles. Like, I feel that's over with for both. I feel both are tired of it. It's just they both have learned, your divine counterpart and the karmic. It's over. Either it's ended within the last year, the last 6 months, or it's happening now. So your life is a canvas, meaning you can make whatever you want. You're an artist. Manifest, create. You're also accountable. So if you're not happy, try to do something that makes you happy every day. Try a little bit something to raise your frequency. Listen to some music, dance, smell some flowers, help a friend or a stranger. Just try to do something that makes you feel good. It raises your vibration. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideals. I think some of you might have some hidden creations and hidden talents within yourself, divine feminine, because, that will bring you a lot of abundance if you explore that. And it also brings you in alignment. Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So this is a very, there is a divine feminine here who's really elevated herself. And because of it, their masculine has elevated. And just look at that. Look at all that illumination. Look at the illumination. It's time. Lessons have been learned, and there's forward movement. It's time. The door is opening, I feel here. So, all right, Divine Feminines, I hope that you enjoyed the reading, and Divine Masculines too. If you were spying on your feminine, I hope you also enjoyed the reading. So, love you guys. Namaste.